my name is Rebecca. I'm the author of Joyful Piano Book 1 and 2. Today we're gonna begin our Joyful Piano Book 2. This book is for those who have completed Joyful Piano Book 1 or for any beginners who knows from bass C to treble C. So if you know C position, you're welcome to stay with me. All right, let's begin. So, page 1. How much do you remember from Joyful Piano Book 1? Remember the second space of bass clef. This is cow C. Yeah, and it goes all the way to middle C, the cat middle C, who has whiskers. And we go all the way up to cloud C. For those who don't know how to read music, please refer to my Joyful Piano Book 1. And let's keep going. Next question. What is the name and meaning of this curved line? Pause the video and try to answer. Yes, you're right. This curved line is called a tie. That means you can join two same notes together. You don't play the second note, but we have to hold it. For instance, this note is apple A of treble clef, and dotted minim is 3 counts, and the minim is 2 counts. When they're combined together, 3 plus 2 is 5 counts. So we have to play A, and then we will hold it for 5 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, a curved line between 2 or more same notes joined together. It's called a tie, like a hair tie. All right. Next question. Is it tone or semitone? Do you remember what is a tone or semitone? All right. Semitone is the closest note, closest distance between two notes. So, if for instance, if it's from middle C, as you can see from the top, is the C sharp closer or D closer? You're right, C sharp is closer, right? So C to C sharp is a semitone. A tone is semitone plus semitone. So a tone will be from C to D. Alright? And in a piano, as you can see, there are some white keys that don't have black in the middle. For instance, between E and F or B and C. Because there are no black key in the middle, they are the semitones, right? So between E and F or B and C, we call them semitones too. Okay, so let's go back to the question and let's read the clef sign. It's a bass clef, isn't it? Mainly for left hand, for piano players. Yeah. And this first note, can you read what is that? If you don't know, that's all right. The bass clef is also called as football F clef in my book. Imagine there's a football inside the bass clef, and that line is F, football F, and then we go two steps lower, F, E, D. So that note is D. And the next note is E, isn't it? Let's check if D and E is tone or semitone? What's your thought? Yes, you're right. It is a tone because between D and E there's a black key. If it's from D to E flat or D to D sharp, that will be semitone. But D to E is a tone. Well done. Next one. Remember the sharp sign, which looks like a hashtag? Yeah? F sharp, isn't it? Between F sharp and G. Is it a tone or semitone? It is a semitone. They are the closest interval, closest distance. We call it semitone. So circle S. Let's move on. Name each music symbol. Do you remember all of these symbols? All right. The first one, what is the name? And how long is that? It's called a minim or a half note. And that's a 2 counts. So any note, for instance, we have to play and then 1, 2. Hold it for 2 counts. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then second note, it's not a note, it's actually a rest, isn't it? It looks like a comma. This is a quaver rest or the eighth rest, only half count. Shorter than a crotchet, shorter than 1 count. So if you cut it half, that's quaver. Yeah. Next one, it has a dot besides a crotchet or a quarter note. And a dotted quarter note or dotted crotchet is 1.5 count. Okay. Next one, it looks like a lightning bolt. It is most commonly known as crotchet rest and most commonly used in music. Yeah, you have seen this rest quite often. You will see it, and you don't play for 1 count. So yeah, you don't play for 1 count. It's like a little break. Next one, yeah, it's the circle, simple circle, and the longest, and it's the really longest name. It's called a semi-breve or a whole note, and you have to hold it for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well done. Next one. Ooh, it has 2 tails. Who knows what's the name of this note? This is a semi-quaver. In American way, it'll be 16th note. And this is only a quarter, very short. If you cut half of a quaver, which is 1 tail, this will be a semi-quaver. So if you're good at math, if you think a little bit longer, 4 of semi-quavers will make 1 crotchet, 1 count. So this is really short. Yeah. In my book 1, we have these as running notes. Running. Yeah, shortest notes. And if we have 1 tail, it's called a quaver, and it's only half. Yeah. Remember the second rest, quaver rest. So you don't play for a half count. Quaver, you play for half count. Okay? And 2 quavers will make 1 crotchet. So when we play it in my game, in my book 1, I call it jogging notes. Jogging, 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 jogging. Yeah? The running notes really fast. jogging. Like that. Right? Okay, let's go back to this rest. It looks like a hat. I always call it a head rest because it looks like a hat. Actually, it has an official name. It's called a minimum rest. And this is same as what? A minimum. Looks like that, right? So, minimum rest, that means you don't play for 2 counts. You have a break for 2 counts, right? Yes, so this is a semi-brief rest. It's also an upside down hat looking, or a basket. Imagine a basket holding lots of fruits in it. Okay, so this is a semi-brief rest. Let's move on to next page. All right, look at page 2. The title is Are You Ready? The original song is called Brother John, and I just put lyrics. Yeah, and let's try the song and put both hands on C position, right hand, thumb on middle C, and left hand, your pinky or little finger on a cow C. So prepare to play that cow C, okay? Okay, I'll play once through. It's a 4/4, so I'll give you 4 counts in 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you ready? Are you ready? Yes, teacher, I'm ready. Time to have fun, play the piano. Yes, for sure, I'm ready. Okay, I will just play right hand this time. Thumb on middle C. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, teacher. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then put your 4th finger on girl G. Then next note is A. And then come back. And then come down to E. And then you have to spread your thumb a little bit wider. So it's not D, but it's E to C. Yeah, so that's why I put watch out. So again, if we play on time, so that means 4 quavers are joined together. So they are joggings, and then jogging, jogging, and then we'll do walk, walk for the crochet. So when we play it, yeah, try to practice it again. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 1, 2, 1, 2. Right, here is your left hand. So put your little finger on cow C, and then let's play. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this is a bit tricky. Let's practice that again. So second finger on G, and then above G is A, and then come back down to G, and then F. And then instead of playing with your 4th finger, try to jump and then play E, and then put your little finger down to cow C. Okay, for some people who don't want to jump, you can try this finger number. You can try number 4, and then you have to put your little finger a bit wider and then play it like that. But for little kids, it can be quite tricky. So I suggest for little children, play, then jump, like that. Okay, so make sure you practice it several times. You may need to practice slowly, like this, and jump, right, and then cool, and then yes, for sure, 1, 2, I'm ready, cool. Okay, so you will notice I've circled in yellow marks. So the first mark, 4, 4, what does it mean? Do you know what does it mean? It's a time signature that tells us how many beats per bar, right? And 4, 4 means we've got 4 crotchet beats per each bar. So when we play it, we count 1, 2, 3, 4, cut line, 1, 2, 3, 4, cut line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, because in the minim there are 2 crotchet beats, right? That's why it's a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Next line, same thing. If we combine 2 quavers, it makes 1 crotchet. 2 quavers, another crotchet, and a crotchet, and a crotchet. It makes 4 counts, so, isn't it? So it's time to have fun. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, like that. Then same, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Okay. Next bar. Yeah. What is this pitch name? Make sure you know how to realize that note. It's in the second space, counting from bottom. It's in the second space of bass clef or football F clef, and it's a cow C or bass C. Okay, make sure you know it. Then next highlight. What is the name of this rest? Okay, so if you turn back to page 1, do you think it looks like a headrest or a semi-brief rest? Yeah, sort of looks like a tongue poking out. I explained it to my students. It's not a head, definitely not a head. It hangs under the line, fourth line. So this is a semi-brief rest, and we use this rest for any empty bar. So actually it doesn't matter what the time signature is. If it was 3-4 or 2-4, if it's a whole empty bar, we use this rest for any empty bar. Okay, make sure you know that. Okay, so this is a whole rest or semi-brief rest. Then next one, it's again about rests, which looks like a lightning bolt. It's a crotchet rest. We take a break for 1 count. And the next one, this one is on top of 3rd line. This is a minim rest, and this is a 2 count. Yeah, so you don't play for 2 counts. All right, that's it. Moving on to C major. Welcome to a world of major scales. So C major is the most important and the easiest scale among all the others, because it doesn't have any sharps or flats. Okay, and we'll only do right hand today, so make sure you follow me. Okay. All right, so C major right hand only. First bar will go up to F and then come down. Second bar will go up to G and then come down. And then when we go to A, then we have to be careful with the finger change. Okay, so I'll go over with you really soon. And the next bar from middle C, to B, bird B, and then coming down. And the last bar from middle C to cloud C, and then coming down to C to finish, right? Okay, here we go. Then yeah, so far so good. Next one, you have to look carefully. We will play 1, 2, 3, and then put your thumb underneath third finger to play F. Okay, so like this, 1, 2, 3, and then 1 to A, and then coming down. Yes, and let's go up to B. Same finger number, 1, 2, 3, and then thumb under, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then coming down. Then 3, 2, 1. Cool. Last one. This is a full C major, 1 octave for right hand. Make sure you put, you make your hand like a nice curved shape, C shape. And when you play, try to connect the sound. Do not play like that. It's not a good way. Or with flat fingers, like that. The reason is that if you do it like that, we cannot play faster. It's really hard if you make your fingers really flat. So make sure you curve your hand. Some people do like overly like curve like this, like a cat, but not like that. Relax your wrist, relax your fingers, just gently, and then we do. Then another thing, really important thing, is that you have to hold a note until you play the next note to connect the sound. Yeah. So it's not like this or not like this. You don't make this kind of sound. That's also a quite dangerous way to play the piano. Okay, so make sure you make clean and connected sound. You hold a note until you play the next note, like this. All right. Then